Our first of four, and we do this 4 times a day, Old Testament, New Testament, Psalms, and Proverbs. Our first of 4 daily devotionals today comes from our reading in the book of Genesis. I call it Prayer in Times of Trouble. All of us must walk into situations. All of us must enter into challenges, and we know there's a lot of danger there. Such is the case of Jacob on this day of prayer. It was time for him to go home, and he knew when he left, his brother wanted to kill him. The story picks up in Genesis 32, beginning with verse 9. Then Jacob prayed, O God of my grandfather Abraham, and God of my father Isaac, O Lord, you told me, return to your own land and to your relatives, and you promised me, I will treat you kindly. I am not worthy of all the unfailing love and faithfulness you have shown to me, your servant. When I left home and crossed the Jordan, I owned nothing but a walking stick. And now my household fills 2 large camps. O Lord, please rescue me from the hand of my brother Esau. I am afraid that he's coming to attack me along with my wives and children. But you promised me, I will surely treat you kindly, and I will multiply your descendants until they become as numerous as the sands along the seashore, too many to count. Now, brothers and sisters, I want you to see a 4-fold prayer of Jacob in a time of trouble. First of all, he opens his prayer by saying, God, I'm doing this in obedience. I'm not doing this in rebellion. And I'm not doing this because I just made up this idea in my own head. I'm not doing this because I ate too much balut last night. God, remember, I'm doing this because you told me. These were your orders, Lord. You told me to return to your own land and to your relatives. So, Lord, I'm facing this trouble because you told me to be in this situation. He says, secondly, God, remember your promise. He said, you promised me I will treat you kindly. He said, okay, God, I'm here in obedience, and I'm here reminding you of your promise that you would treat me kindly in this situation. You wouldn't treat me like I deserve because I did deceive my father, and I do deserve this anger of my brother. But Lord, I'm here because you told me to do it, and you promised I'd be treated kindly. He said, thirdly, Lord, I'm here in humility. Now listen to the humility of Jacob's prayer. He says in verse 10, I'm not worthy of all the unfailing love and faithfulness you've shown to me, your servant. He said, when I left home and crossed the Jordan River, I own nothing except a walking stick. And now my household fills 2 large camps. That's the way it's always supposed to be. The end should always be greater than the beginning. Do you remember the parable of the talents? God said, well done, because you doubled what you started with. Now, he did more than double. I want you to notice that this man by faith had been blessed by God, and now he entered in poverty and he exits in great wealth. But he has the humility to say, God, I'm not worthy of any of this. I look around at what you've done, and I'm not worthy of any of this. Have you ever sat in the home that God has given you and remembered where you came from? Remember the poverty that you grew up in and sat in your home and just said, Lord, I'm not worthy of any of this. But because of your unfailing love, you blessed me. Sometimes we need a little humility in our prayer. And fourthly, Jacob says, Lord, I'm here to say thank you. Everything I have, Lord, you blessed me with. Lord, I'm here to say thank you. And Lord, now I make a request. Verse 11, rescue me from the hand of my brother Esau. I'm afraid he's coming to attack me along with my wives and children. But Lord, you promised I'll treat you kindly. You promised I'll multiply your descendants until they become as numerous as the sands along the seashore, too many to count. He said, God, now I've come to you in obedience. I reminded you of your promise. I've come before you in humility. I've come before you in thanksgiving. And I've laid my request for rescue before you. And again, Lord, I remind you of your promise. Isn't that beautiful? Twice he reminds God of his promise in this prayer. Are some of you in the middle of facing a dangerous situation right now? There is a pattern of prayer that you can follow.